kind of light.
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 Oh, I have to see it in the light a little bit better.
Uh-huh. Hey, come back here! That's a $7 pen!
Give me that. In addition, the pen's anatomy prevents the ink from leaking or evaporating. So while an ordinary ballpoint pen might have a shelf life of about 2 years, the Space Pen's shelf life is over 100 years.
Question: how is this helpful if most people do not live past 100? For reasons of which I leave you to explore. And even if they do, most are constantly misplacing their pens.
True, Dr. Pepper. The extended shelf life is just a perk. The real important factor here is that the pen does not leak, which can be hazardous in the confines of space and also wasteful. The other benefits of the pen's anatomy include the fact that it can write in varying temperatures, both hot and cold, and on a variety of surfaces. Like grease.
Oh yes, I find it particularly useful when writing on glossy photographs. Now, I do not want to give away any secrets, but I was discovering that my advances upon the opposite sex were not meeting any success. I was not eliciting any phone calls. Then I realized that the women were merely seeing a name and a number on a piece of paper. They were not seeing the beautiful scientific mind and body that was before them. Then I decided to change my philosophy. I decided to take these glossy photographs, and with my space pen, I can easily write my name and number on the front, if I may demonstrate. Yours truly, Dr. Pepper. Aha. In addition, the space pen also has this wonderful retractable arm on the front, which allows you to attach the pen to the front of your person as such. Many people laugh when I do this, and I do not quite understand why, because it allows me to, with ease, reach my instrument. Read what this says right here. Out loud, please.
Right upside down, underwater, in any weather conditions.
Yes, now, water! You, come here, sir, please.
Yes.
Hold the water. Up, high. Now, right, under the water.
Well, I'll be...
Anyway, as I was saying, the pen can also write underwater. To demonstrate, I have this vat of water.
Aha! It is time for an experiment. Come, I have made the necessary preparations. As you can see, I have a simulated situation here in which one can write underwater. Now, assistant, paper, pens. I use simple tools to demonstrate my philosophy. Now, my assistant will get in the water.
But you're the one with the wetsuit.
I know this. This is because I have a great fear of the water. It is a childhood fear. But I digress. Yes, very good, my assistant. Now, as you can see, the space pen easily records my illegible Dr. Penmanship. I'm going to do that again because I like it, and that is reason enough to do it again. Yes, good. Now, compare this with the writing underneath the water. As you can see, there is no difference whatsoever.
However, a regular ballpoint pen, though it may write perfectly out of the water,
is blurred, and that is unacceptable. The space pen, however, completes the job perfectly, and that is a very good thing for a pen, to be able to write with it. Pen! Now, observe. Carl, if you will. The pen even writes on glass. How much do you think that pen would cost?
About $30.
Incorrect! Just $7.95.
It's a good deal.
Extraordinary.
For it to be a space pen.
In space. Why would they not just use a pencil? Why must they have a pen?
I'm thinking it has something to do with
The Russians
weightlessness.
use pencils, you know.
Is that right?
But we use pens.
But we were a little bit more advanced.
That's right, absolutely.
We know what we doing over here. I know we got space pen here in the United States. That we do have.
Well, the Fisher Space Pen Company spent quite a pretty penny on the development, around $2 million, and then NASA spent a great deal of money testing it over the 2 years. They ended up buying the pen for $2.95 each. You can easily find the pen on the internet now. Prices range anywhere from $7 on up to over $50.
Assistant! I would like to raise this interesting point. Question. Paul C. Fisher spent millions of dollars, and NASA spent lots of time and money testing this pen. Now, why not do as the Russians do and save money and use a pencil instead? Now, I am not an astronaut, but I do raise the question, why not use a pencil instead?
Pencils? Pencils? The Russians do not use a pencil. They use the space pen. Unlike the metal and ink that has a flash point of over 200 degrees Celsius, the wood and lead in a pencil would burn in a pure oxygen atmosphere. And a piece of broken lead could easily damage equipment or injure an astronaut if floating in zero gravity. And do you think that a pencil could have saved Armstrong and Aldrin on the Apollo 11 mission? Let alone the fact that a pencil can't perform like the space pen, which can write underwater, over grease, on glass, in extreme temperatures, upside down, does not leak or evaporate, and is unconditionally guaranteed to give you good, satisfactory service in both space and here on Earth.
Well, now that's some pen! S-P-A-C-E-P-E-N.